Hello and welcome to today's new stream. We have a new theme going today. So I'm just trying to get this set up good enough. Maybe we're a bit too close. Maybe we need to be up ever so slightly, maybe. Hmm. Ooh. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. So, just let me know you can hear me okay. I've turned the music down a little bit. It was a little bit loud. So, some of you may have seen my stream. Oh, sorry, my post about going to the Witchy store and getting some things. So, I first just wanted to go over what I got from the Witchy store. Ties into what we're using on today's stream. So, first of all, something not super included in this witchy thing is this. I don't know if you can see her fully. This is a cute little teddy that I got for my birthday, and I just really love it. So it's some brand, it's Kawaii Cuties, but I love this because I saw it in a grabbing machine, like an arcade grabbing machine, and my mom was trying to win me it. He put so much money in trying to win me it, and we didn't get it. We could not get it. He did get me something else. We won something pretty quick in another machine, but we could not win in this machine for some reason. So he found it online and he bought it for me. And I love it because it's like flowers. Of course, it's like getting flowers, but they will never die. And it's so cute. And I don't know the real name for this, particularly apart from the brand. I call it a plant pot baby. And I think it's really cute. And I'm going to be doing a lot more flower readings coming up this month. So this month we'll probably begin with a lot of flower readings and crystal ball, and we'll probably go into a bit more bone reading towards the end of the month. So I think she would be a really cute mascot for the flower readings. So I just wanted to show her because I think she's really cute. So she can go over there, but I just wanted to show her. But this is something that I found at the Witchy store, and I think this is really great. So it's just a keyring. It's just simply a keyring, but it has a planchette, like a Ouija board, and you can spin it to. Oh, it's not working properly right now. You can. Oh, do I need to hold it a certain way? You can spin it to make decisions. So I think it's really cute. It's kind of like having a little pendulum with you at all times. So I just thought that was really cute. So I got that. Well, my man got me that, and all this. So it's simply just a car freshener, nothing special, but it's in a yin yang shape, and I don't know what it's like where you are, but there are many spiritual symbols that are really popular, like chakra mandalas and lotus things and things like that, Buddhas, things like that. But the yin yang is not very popular. For me to find yin yang items is actually I have to go online basically and search for them. So to find something yin yang in the store, I just really loved. I really loved that. And yeah, so I thought that's great. And actually, there were also great prices. So you have £1 for this. This was £3, which is good. I think that's maybe like $4. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, so they're the cute little things that I bought. And last but not least, so this is the main attraction, of course. It's a past, present, and future card stand for cards. So, and this was the last one in the store. I was supposed to be getting a cauldron for burning herbs as well. But the cauldron I wanted, the size I wanted with the symbol I wanted wasn't available. There was only pentagram symbols in the size I wanted. So I don't have that yet, but maybe we will get that soon. But so I got this. Oh, it's the wrong way. So there you can see, I'll try to put it at a angle where you can see all three of them. But it's past, present, and future cards. And we haven't really done past, present, and future readings in general on this channel. So I thought having a nice little board set up for them so they stand up properly rather than laying them flat. So I thought that would be really great for streams. Really great for streams. So these are the cards we're going to be using today, my more new love cards, and we're going to be doing past, present, and future love readings. But I thought I would show you the haul first, since this is included, and then it leads on to the reading. So we have a beautiful love-themed channeling pen that I bought pink specifically for love. So let's try to get it set up in the way where you can see properly. So, okay. So if I put it back a little bit, maybe you can see it. If you do want it a bit closer, we don't need the edges, do we? We just need you to be able to see the words. So actually, she can go there. Well, I wish she could be a bit closer. Maybe I'll lie her down. There we are. She can hold them. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's what I got. But I'm really happy with that. Oh my, I've lost the air freshener. Oh well, I'm sure it will turn up. So, and of course my water here, that wasn't from the store. So, just as long as you can, I think maybe you'll be able to see the cards if I do it like that. Just want them to be at a good distance, visible distance. Okay. So, and we'll have a list as well. So I actually have 2 pens ready. In case that one runs out, I have another one ready. And also a piece of paper, which I never usually do, as those of you who are on stream a lot will know. I always forget the list. So let's do it. So let me just read these comments here and get the list going. So I don't have too long at the moment. Let me see the time. At the moment, I have maybe an hour. But I have started this earlier than I said that I would. So I'm thinking, I have a couple of readings to do still, but like one-on-one readings with people who have booked. But I was waiting on a reply from someone. So I thought, you know what? I'll jump on, I'll do a stream now. Maybe when I jump off, I will finish the other reading that I'm waiting for a reply from. And then probably we'll come back on around 8 to 9 p.m. So if you don't get one now, you may get one on the later stream. I'm going to try to do 2 streams today. So, okay. Let's see the messages then. Miss Venus, hello. AA, hello. Tom, Shweta, Pooja. AA says happy birthday. Thank you so much. Yeah, I pretty much did celebrate my birthday the whole of the week, which I don't always do that. So that was pretty fun. I did have a really packed and amazingly full week. So it was great. Thank you so much. So let's see. Shweta says, can I be added? So I'm going to do a list. But I'm also going to put on the list who is members, because what I might do, if there's a lot of members who want a reading, I might make the next reading just members. We'll see how it goes. So Shweta, Miss Venus. I'm very well, Pooja. I hope you are well. And thank you for still giving me birthday wishes, guys. I really appreciate that. And I'm very well. I hope you're doing well, Kevin. Jasmine, nice to see you. My birthday was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's see. Pooja. So I am putting it in order of who's asked for a reading, and you know the reason I do this is because some people do jump on thinking it's crystal ball. So I do want confirmation that you actually want a past, present, and future love reading. That's all. So let's see. Tom says yay. Yes. So yeah, I think one of my gifts was the dress that I wore on the last stream. I'll probably show it again. But yeah, I think that my little plant pot is my favorite gift, to be honest. Aries. Tom. Oh, I forgot to be writing who's members here. Oops. Let's see. I think Tom was the first member anyway to comment, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I think Tom is the first one. Cherry, nice to see you. Jasmine. Oh, no, Miss Venus is a member. Oops. If you're a member and I haven't put a little star next to you, I do apologise. Please do shout at me. Mohammed, hello and welcome. Kieran. Yeah, so it looks like we will be doing another stream. Kieran, Aroni, nice to see you. Don't always catch you, so nice to see you. Daniela, Cherry, oops, Kevin. Is the music too quiet now? I turned it down a little bit. I don't know if it's too quiet now. Cherry says, love your gifts. Thank you, I do too. Pooja, you're on the list. Risha, of course. And hello and welcome. Sorry, I'm probably chatting on too much to say. Hello and welcome if you are new. I am Venus behind the camera, who you cannot see right now. And this is Secret Frequencies. So we do many different types of readings on this channel. Today is new type of reading, past, present, and future love reading. So we will do more of these. We'll do past, present, and future different types of readings, not only love. But as some of you know, these cards are pretty new. So I want to get a bit of practice in with the new cards. So if you are new, welcome to the channel. You're very welcome to ask for a reading. You can subscribe. Check out my other lives, not lies, my other lives to see the other types of readings that I do. And you're very welcome to join on to those. There'll always be free psychic readings on this channel. So you're very welcome to join us time and time again. You don't have to be a member. Subscribers do get readings too. So let's see. Sid. Sherry says, happy belated birthday. Thank you so much. Crystal 1983. Hello and welcome. Yes, of course. So Crystal 1983. So let's see how quick we can do. I'm not like going to rush or anything, but I just mean in terms of timing, like how quick, how long, what is the time frame of the readings. So we can see there's the list. So we can see how many we do get through, and then obviously if we do jump back on around 8, maybe 8:30 p.m, something like that, we jump back on. Anyone who doesn't get one may get one also. So okay, so I'm going to give them I was drawn in by the cute little Cupid and how simple it is. Roses, love, Cupid, love, very simple. So I'm going to just shuffle them here. And yeah, we will begin. We'll see how it goes. So if you can make 8:30 p.m. GMT, that would be great for some of you, because I know we won't get through everybody here. But we'll see how many we can get through. So Shweta, do we have Shweta? So we always do roll call for these readings. I don't want to read for anybody who has jumped out. If you do jump out, we'll skip to the next person and maybe hold your space. Maybe hold your space. So yeah, we'll see. So do we have Shweta? So Kevin says, is it love reading in general or for a specific person? So you can have a specific person in your mind. You can do that, but it might come up quite general. We'll see. The cards will come up how they want to come up for you, if that makes sense. So you might be able to relate it to a specific person. I mean, some of them do say, you know, some of them do say, like, you know, the person in your mind is your soulmate, blah, blah, blah. So you might get different things like that come up. So I suppose you just see how they come up. But you can, I think we'll be able to feel as well. We might resonate with them linking to a certain person, but we'll see. So let's see. Yeah, if you do have anyone in mind or you have any specific thing you're wanting to come up, especially in the present and future, do kind of put that energy out there right now. And we'll see how it comes. Damini, oh, I'm so sorry I keep knocking it. Damini, hello and welcome. If you would like to be added, you're very welcome. Oh, Mohammed, okay. I didn't put you on. Did you ask before? I'm so sorry if you asked earlier. But yeah, so I'll maybe make a note. I haven't spelled your name correctly, your YouTube name. But I'll just put present, past, present. Not future. Oh, you want past and present. Okay. Past and present. Okay. Try and remember that. I've put that in there. And Damini. So if anybody else does come in, yeah, I'm just going to begin with readings now. So I don't want to take too long just doing a list. But I really appreciate a lot of you coming in for this new type of reading as well. So that's nice. Yeah, do we have Shweta? And if not, do we? Let's go to Miss Venus. We'll give Shweta a moment to come in, but let's go to Miss Venus because I do want to begin. And we can see Miss Venus is there in the chat. So let's see. Miss Venus. So we have past, present, future. Okay. So our past is separation. Apart from your partner is on the horizon. I don't know how clear they are if you can actually read them yourselves. But yeah, so separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So we are seeing that, you know, what we're kind of getting with the card when it says this is it was important, it was needed, there was some purpose for the separation. So whether it's, we're not really seeing if it's permanent separation or if it's temporary, but we're seeing that it's important, it's coming up because it's important. So if it was only a temporary separation, there would be a reason for it. Maybe you both needed to grow a little bit more, learn some lessons apart, things like that. But it could even be that you are vibrating at a higher level, you're meant to get a better person, basically. So the separation was important in that sense, that you're never meant to go back, if that makes sense. But sometimes we get more insight into if separation is temporary as the reading goes on. As you know, some of the cards say things like reconciliation with someone from the past. So we do sometimes get an insight into that, but we're not really getting too much of an insight into permanent or temporary, but we are seeing that. Maybe I could point with this, but we are seeing that oh gosh, I'm so sorry. That it was necessary for some reason. Open yourself up to love. It is safe for you to let your heart be seen and don't be scared. So this message is important for the present because sometimes we do close our heart chakras a little bit. We kind of whether we're hurt or not, even if we're healing, sometimes we do kind of let ourselves be guarded and have guards up a little bit. So that's really just a message of keeping the heart chakra open, keeping hopeful, keeping positive, and all of those things. Knowing that you do deserve love, basically, which, I think Miss Venus does know that she does, but it can just be a message, if you do find yourself being a bit guarded or being a bit, sometimes we can be very picky about people when we're first meeting them because it's our subconscious wanting to protect us and wanting to kind of keep that guard up, even if we don't consciously feel like the guard is up. We just feel like, oh, I don't like that about them, I don't like that about them. But it can be a subconscious kind of, how can I say, a subconscious mechanism, to protect yourself, basically. So make sure you do keep yourself open to some degree. Then you have another one about opening. So it does, the message about opening yourself up, the heart chakra specifically, does seem important right now. So, just think about that because there might be some level of subconscious guard being up, even if I feel like you are open, like your heart chakra is open, but it might be to certain people that it's closed a little bit, or to certain situations, or just in a romantic sense. Maybe it's open, in an unconditional, you're a loving empath kind of way, but it might be closed a little bit in the romantic sense. So just think about that, because two messages say open. So this is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. So we even have some guidance here that the relationship actually might begin as a friendship. It might seem like this, oh, I resonate with this person, doesn't feel romantic. You might build a bit of a connection that's a friendship or an acquaintance that then goes on to become a love relationship as well. But opening yourself up seems very important, and getting the friendship messages as well. It is kind of that social energy. It's like, and I do feel like you have this idea that you're not that you're not going to meet online, because I know there's other ways to meet online, but you don't like the online dating kind of thing. So it does also seem like it's, pushing you to social scenarios as well, like maybe going out with friends, being out and about, meeting people in that way. But if maybe focus on if there's maybe some kind of subconscious block a little bit in the heart chakra, even if you just notice it towards certain people or certain situations, might be something to look at. So being open seems like the message there. So interesting. It'd be interesting. So for anyone, not just Miss Venus, but if there's any way that it does resonate with you, or maybe you feel like it's kind of made you think, it's more thought provoking than resonating, you can feel free to say that in the comments. Feel free to give some feedback, insight, So we did Miss Venus. Miss Venus says I mostly meet people online, but because they connect with me through my yeah. So it's not online dating, but it can still be online. But you might be being pushed to the more in-person things, which is good, as we come to the end of the year and we have holidays or Christmas or whatever it might be more social gatherings going on. Sorry if that was loud. I was just drinking my water there. Okay, so we do have some new people come in. Lisa. Lisa, yes, of course. So put Lisa on there. And we have Firebird as well. Firebird. And we're running out of space. Okay. Oh, did I forget to put Domini as a member? I forgot to put the little member thing there. Okay. So, yeah, so guys, try to, if you are close, like if your reading is close, please try to stay in because we will move past you. We will move past you. I'm not time stamping or anything on these ones. So yeah. So, but yeah, we can do Shweta. I'm very happy to do that. So let's do Shweta. Guys, it looks like there's more than 11 people on the list, but we only have 11 likes. So I'd be really grateful for the rest of you guys to like the video, please. I really appreciate that. Okay. I literally have to be dragged out of my apartment for social gatherings at the moment. Yeah, but it could be, I mean, that card was the future, so we might be seeing a change in that. Maybe you have like a bit of your social battery recharges a little bit, maybe. So, Shweta. Okay. So, Shweta, we have Law of Attraction is the past. I think a lot of people are feeling that right now, in that kind of, hiding a little bit, being in the hermit, not hiding, but you know what I mean. So Law of Attraction for the past. You have been manifesting this relationship. Everything you want will soon be yours. So it's interesting that it's in your past. There could be something you have attracted from the past that you might still be trying to bring in, you might still be trying to focus on. Don't I would say don't discount the law of attraction, because I feel like what it's saying is you've attracted someone in the past very positively, but maybe your manifestations at the moment, are slow or delayed or blocked in some way. But it says everything you want will soon be yours, but it's the past. So soon is interesting when we get it in the past, because we could be looking at the present if we're getting soon from the past. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, don't discount the law of attraction. If you did something in the past that worked for aligning onto that path with that person in your mind, maybe you do that again, maybe you do that thing again, or whatever, yeah, whatever it was, But the law of attraction, don't discount that. So we have the present. Take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. Now, this is interesting. Do you resonate with me that I feel like you've done this? Currently, like in the present moment anyway, I feel like you have taken a leap of faith. I feel like you have stepped out of your comfort zone a little bit. So in doing that, you may have positively begun to you may have positively begun to realign that love path by doing that. I feel like you have done that. So the present kind of needs to me. You can tell me if you agree. But I think that maybe you have realigned your love path in some way. So that's very nice. And then we have reaching your goal, which is a great one for the future. I think we all want that for the future. Everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. But it says this connection. So it could be that you have someone in mind right now, that maybe you are taking a leap of faith on. Everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future, but you're getting that in the future. So it's saying near future in your future card. So I certainly don't think it's going to be very soon, but at least you're getting a positive affirmation of reaching your goal, but does look a bit more distant future for you, since you're getting future still in the future section. But at least I do feel like you've already done this, so you could be, maybe you're stepping out of the current chapter, maybe you're at the end of the current chapter and you're kind of moving into this near future already. So, could be that, that's how it kind of feels to me. So that was Shweta. And again, guys, feel free to put your thoughts about the reading in the comments. Did it resonate? Did it thought provoke? Anything like that? Do we have Pooja still? I think we do. Let me just read this. Miss Venus, yeah, it's also it's also a year 9 and the heaviest part of the year now. So I'm just chilling, allowing it to happen and not resisting what is done in my life. That's good. It's definitely a good energy to be in, I think. Rain, hello, welcome. My birthday was great. Let's see. Rain. Yeah, I will add you. Rain. Oh no. What's going on there? Rain. So, like I said, the list is very long. We probably won't get through everybody right now, as I have a set time to finish. But I may be back on later with this. Well, I will be back on later with this. But whether I might carry on the list, or I might prioritize members in the next one. We'll see. We'll see how many we get through. Okay, so Pooja, we have Pooja. So let's go with Pooja. Okay, so we have past, future. You're very welcome as well. You're very welcome. Okay. So we have, for Pooja, we have in the past, we have unrequited feelings. There's not enough love to keep this relationship going in a healthy way. So a connection from the past that you had more feelings towards them than they had to you, unfortunately. And that calls for the path to vary, the path to, you should go off into different paths, basically, which is the present one. So the present is different paths, and it says you are not on the same page with the person you have in mind. The directions you want to move into are different. Okay, so I feel like that does kind of resonate with the person who is on your mind a lot, the twin flame. I do feel like that resonates. So I feel like that they both link to that person specifically. Difficulties, future. Difficulties, jealousy from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. So, jealousy from others. So, I do, of course, with anything like this, it's good to get negative cards. Now, the reason for that is they're always a warning. So, what is this warning us? It's warning us of jealousies, which we don't want. They can serve as unintentional psychic attacks and things like that. So keep your protections up, particularly around your heart chakra, particularly around your love path. Keep those protections up. That's the main thing I would take from this. Because there may be obstacles if we're not doing that. We may be able to alleviate this with keeping our protections up, cleansing, protecting, and all of that. So just be mindful of that, because that could come in the way, obstacles of the success of the connection. So yeah, I think more with your ones, it's more guidance and things to bear in mind. And sometimes that can be better than a really positive message, because we know what to work on, we know what to focus on. So that was Pooja. But I do really feel like the past and present ones do resonate for you. Sadia, did I add you? Yes, so let's add Sadia. So Aries, I think Aries is here, right? I think we do have Aries. So, let me just tick off Pooja and we'll move on to Aries. Pooja says, yeah, they resonate. I have accepted the parting paths. That's good. I acknowledge the difficulties and obstacles with the blood family delays to move in direction with my soulmate and soul family and soulmate. And well, if you, as well, you think you know where those jealousies might come from, that's even better, because you know exactly what to focus on. So at least you're knowing what to focus on. So Sadia, sorry, I didn't add you, did I? Let's do that. So So, Aries. Do we have Aries? I just need you to let me know you're here. Aries or Tam? I think Aries was here a moment ago, so should be okay. Guided by universe. Oh, we have so many people interested in this. Interesting. I'll give a moment for Aries. She was just here. Okay, we'll go on to Tam and then we'll see if Aries comes back. So let's do Tam. So Tam, this is for you. Jasmine says love streams are always popular. It's a good job I can probably get on later on. Ascending Universal Butterfly, hello and welcome. Oh, it's nice to see you back. It's nice to see you back. Okay, so we have gratitude in the past for Tam. This is Tam. Take back your power, or take your power back. And then we have letting go. Okay, very interesting. So, gratitude. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. So this is interesting to get this in the past. Sometimes the past card, it just tells us the purpose for something, like the purpose for splitting, the purpose for, meeting this person. Sometimes it tells us what to release or what to hold on to. So what I would say, thank you, Gadget by Universe. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, okay. So super chats and super stickers, I'm supposed to prioritize these. So we'll do Tam, Guided by Universe. Then if Aries comes back, we'll do Aries and move back into the list after that. So I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. So gratitude, so it can be something to hold on to. Thank you, Ascending Universal Butterfly. Greatly appreciate that. Guys, if you notice that you have not liked the video yet, please do like it. The more likes I get on a video, the more I will come back with that video. So Tam, or that stream, I should say. So Tam, this is more like something to keep with you, something to hold on to from the past. Gratitude. You had the gratitude in the past. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. And this is one thing I always talk about, which is, when you give out love, even if it's to your friends, family, and animals, you can still receive it back from the universe in a romantic way. You can still receive it back in a romantic way. So you may get romance, even if you're only giving love to, platonically, basically. The universe may bless you with a romantic partner. But something to take from your past to bring forward with you from your past to your future, Tam, is gratitude. It's nice that you had that. It's always nice, even when we get like one small step closer to our goal. If we give gratitude for that, we're more likely to how can I say, we're more likely to keep getting the things we want, keep getting those yeses and those steps forward, because we're giving gratitude, we're being nice to our guides, So then in the present, Tam, is Tam here? I really want to make sure Tam is listening. I think he did say you were here just a moment ago. So present, take back your power. You are giving someone control. Oh, good. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you were hearing it. So take back your power. You are giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. So just think about that, because if you're giving someone control over how you feel, and this could even be like someone in your life path, not necessarily romantic. Like it could be a friend or a family member who is draining you, taking away too much of your energy, an energy vampire or something like that, So it could be someone like that who's just draining you too much that you're shifting accidentally away from your love path. So taking back your power, no matter where you're giving your power to, whether it's purposeful or accidental, just remember to take it back. Step into your power, do something that you feel empowers you in this present moment, and that will help on your love path if you do something that you feel empowers you. And then with future, we have letting go. If someone leaves you confused more than, I think I should say leaves. I think we have a mistake here. If someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. Okay. So if someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. Okay. So that's also like that kind of message of, it could be you're going into the future dating a little bit. Maybe there isn't one specific person. Maybe, you're having a few little opportunities come up. And we kind of need to keep a lookout for the red flag kind of energy. So if they're, you're kind of like, that doesn't make sense, that doesn't check out, I feel like they're lying, I feel like this, I feel like that. If you keep getting that with someone, reassess their access to you, basically. So, there might be one person who seems really great, but there's just something off. And then there might be someone who seems pretty average, normal, not they don't super excite us, but maybe that comes with time. So it's more about just being mindful of who you are giving your access, who you're giving access to. And it does resonate with this one as well. You might be having an issue at the moment with giving control over to people, so just bear that in mind and keep up whatever you decide is your practice for empowering yourself. Keep it up as you move forward, so you're not falling into this energy of giving the wrong person access, basically. But yeah, so that is Tam. So again, a few more little bit guidance, a little bit of things to watch out for. But yes, so that is for Tam. And thank you as well. Really, really appreciate you guys letting me know you're here when it's your turn. So we have Guided by Universe next. So it'd be Guided by Universe, and then Rain, and then Jasmine, due to the super sticker. Oh, sorry, yes, you want to be added to the list. Ascended. Oh, I won't be able to fit your name on, but let's try abbreviate? Alleviate, I was going to say. Abbreviate is a little bit. Ascended, Universal, Butterfly. Hopefully I remember that that's you, as I've written it very strangely. So, we go into, yes, Guided by Universe. Let's just tick you off so we know you are done. And, Rain, you're next. Okay. Oh, I need that for my pointing. Being pointy. Right, okay. Ooh. Why is this one jumping out at me? Okay. So I do have to say something here. I accidentally focused on Rain's energy when I've done this. So, Guided by Universe, I'm sorry, you will be next. This is Rain. Accidentally had Rain in my mind, focusing on this reading, so I don't want to give it to someone who it's not meant for. So I do apologise for that. But Rain, if you're present, this is your reading. So past is different paths. You are not on the same page with the person you have in mind. The directions you want to move into are different. So a little bit of splitting of paths with the person, different paths. So it's not exactly like that you don't resonate at a soul level, or it's not that there's no attraction. It's not, it's that kind of energy of, it could be perfect, it could be great, but you're onto different paths. There's just something that doesn't resonate with the direction of the path you're going on. Guided by Universe, you're next. I haven't done yours yet. We're on Rain here. It's just because I accidentally shuffled Rain. I was thinking of Rain when I was doing your shuffle. So we're doing Rain first, so I apologise for that. So, but different paths. So you're not on the same page with the person you have in mind, unfortunately. Just different directions. Wrong time, wrong place, you could say. And then we have actions speak louder than words. For the present, if you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they are doing. So yeah, if someone is saying certain things to you, maybe making promises, maybe acting like everything's great, but they're acting in a different way. Maybe they are. I can't think of an example, but you know what I mean. If they're acting different in a different respect to what they're saying, basically. So just bear that in mind, because it's a very common phrase, actions speak louder than words. But sometimes when we really want to believe the words, we look past it. We often look past this phrase when we really want to believe someone's words. So really keep this in mind in the present moment, because this could relate to a new person that's coming in the current chapter. So, and we want to make sure we're vibrating onto the path of the right person, not the wrong person. So this could be a sign, you know, if you have multiple options coming up, this could be a sign that of the wrong person, if their actions and words are not in balance, you know. So do bear that in mind for the current chapter. And then we have for future, for rain, divine timing. Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. So there's divine timing on your path, which there's not much that can be said about that, other than, you know, sometimes I will do, if I know that there's divine timing coming onto my path, I will do some kind of like meditations or prayers or something to kind of accept it, welcome it in, say that I am resonating on this path. I want to be on this path, you know, just kind of affirming that I'm still on the path of divine timing. But there isn't much you can do on that path. You do have to, like it says, be patient, because things will unfold in the way that they're supposed to for the divine timing path. So yeah, we do just have to bear that in mind when it's divine timing. But if you do want to do anything to, like I said, to hone in on this, meditations, prayers, anything like that, to just, I don't know, will affirm is the right word, affirm and confirm you're on this right path. So that was rain. Yes, really sorry, Rain. I had you in mind when I was shuffling, so I jumped to you by accident. I'm so sorry. So yeah, if you just when I put them down, if we begin with different paths, that is your one. So yes, that was for Rain. So I apologise to Guided by Universe. I will jump to you now, and I don't think have we had Aries back in yet? I don't think we have we? So thank you, Miss Venus. So let's do. Oh, sorry. Let's add Jarella. Oh, sorry, Jarella. No, it's not questions. It's past, present, and future love readings. So it's not questions today. Let's see. So Guided by Universe. Yes, you're next. And just shuffle, and I'm going to think of you this time. I'm going to have the right person in mind when I'm shuffling. Can't do that wrong. Okay. So, but Jarella, if you can still be added if you want to. Let's see. Maybe we do crystal ball tomorrow. Maybe. I'm thinking maybe something like that. Might be a bit early though. So okay. Maybe I'll ask in the chat in a moment what you guys would prefer as the stream that will be a bit later today, and what you would prefer as the stream for tomorrow morning, because you might want me to swap it around. So let's see. So, but yeah, Jarella, I will add you. Guys, we are going in order of the chart. It's just that if someone sends a super chat or super sticker, they get bumped up. That's all. So we have Guided by Universe now, and then we go to Jasmine. Jasmine will be next. So, okay, Guided by Universe. So, past boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. Now, sometimes this is saying that you haven't had boundaries in the past, and you really need to think about that and focus on it. But sometimes the card does point to our positive traits that we did have, and that we need to keep a hold of. We need to keep in the forefront of our minds as we move forward. Like I said, it can tell us things that we need to let go of. It can tell us things that we need to bring forward with us. So it's not to say you didn't have boundaries. Maybe you did. Maybe you have super strong boundaries all the time. It's like affirmation to keep bringing that forward. But it could be a message like you didn't have boundaries in the past. Make sure you're now having them in the future, because you don't want to maybe have a repeating pattern. Maybe something negative happened because you didn't have boundaries or something like that. So you need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. Something to bring forward and not let go of. And don't let it be the past. Don't let boundaries be in the past, you know? So, present. Redirect your thoughts. Focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not on what you fear will happen. And that's a really good one, because like I always say to people, you know, if you get into a negative mindset one day, be kind to yourself. Say it's fine. Everyone gets into negative mindsets sometimes. I have love for myself. I'm giving myself a hug. It's okay to be in that mindset from time to time. But it can't be our prominent mindset. It can't be what we're always doing. We have to make sure that our prominent mindset is positive and focused. So we want to make sure we're thinking a lot more about what we do want, not what we don't want, not what we fear. So just bear that in mind. It might just be kind of a reminder. Maybe you've been in negative thoughts a little bit recently. Maybe you've let fears take over your mind a little bit recently, maybe. But as long as you are bringing yourself back, you're saying, okay, I give myself that day to wallow in self-pity. Now I'm coming back around and I'm positive again. I'm focused. Just always get back up. Whenever you get down, always get back up. That's the main thing to say. It will help you on your love path if you do this. So keep that in mind. And then the future, put yourself first. Loving yourself makes you more romantically attractive. And we do hear this. This is also exact message from the romance angels as well, because it's just so true. Loving yourself makes you more romantically attractive. Keep up that self-care, self-love, focus on that solar plexus chakra, and it resonates with the boundaries as well. It really is telling you to keep this going. Boundaries in the present, boundaries in the future, putting yourself first. And it's not to say be selfish, but it's to say that you are just as important as everybody else. So don't put others above you. Keep them at the same level. You're just as important. Your desires and needs are just as important. Not putting someone else on a pedestal and you being below. So loving yourself, very, very important for positive love in the future. So that was for Guided by Universe. I apologise for bumping you down in the queue there. So Jasmine, we have Jasmine next. And have we had Aries back yet? Has anybody seen Aries? But that's fine. Aries could always be on the next one. Okay. So Jasmine. Past, present, future. Okay. So we have in the Jasmine off as well. So we have past. Beware of codependency. Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. Oh, you're welcome, Rain. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad that it resonates. Okay, we can keep pushing Aries down. It's fine. But thank you, Miss Venus. I appreciate that. So beware of codependency. Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. So it can actually be actual addictive behaviors. Sometimes we do get into romances, relationships with people who are addicted to something that maybe it takes over their life. Maybe they focus on it more than the relationship. Maybe it becomes a big issue at some point. But sometimes the addictive thing is just about repetitive. So it's more like a repetitive negative cycle, negative habit with a person or type of person that we keep being attracted to. It can be that as well. So a repetitive kind of, I'm always going to narcissists, I'm always going to this type of person, that type of person, and maybe not learning the lesson from that. So just be mindful of that. It doesn't necessarily mean actual addictions, although it can. So, you could just think about how that resonates with you. But they are the one is the present message. You have already met the romantic partner that you seek. Very interesting. Don't know if I need to say much more about that one. Future for Jasmine, past lives. You have known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past lifetime. Interesting. Now, I know that these cards don't say twin flame on them. I'm pretty sure they don't actually. So you can correct me if I'm wrong. I know Guided by Universe said they had this deck. But it could be twin flame as well. I just feel like you kind of maybe know who that person is, so just to be mindful. Soulmate, twin flame, soul family member, some close spiritual connection from a past life, basically. So I don't even think I need to say much about those. I feel like you know what we're talking about there, so that's very interesting. I find that quite interesting. But you can let me know your thoughts, of course. Miss Venus says, these are the first actual romance cards in all the readings. I'm starting to think the deck didn't have any very romantic cards. Yeah, I like the variety of them being a little bit... Like, I like when there's some guidance. I like when they do want to call out something that might be more negative. I appreciate that. But yes, absolutely, I see what you're saying there. Yeah, Jasmine, I feel like it just speaks for itself, and I think we both know, I think, what's going on there. So Kieran, do we still have Kieran or Aromi? They are the next two people. Jamina says there is a card of Twin Flame. Okay, I must have forgotten or not drawn that one yet. But yeah, interesting. Be interesting to see who gets that one. So let's see. Do we have Kieran or Aromi? Kieran, okay, great. You're next anyway. Crystal, no, can you see the list? You're like here. So there was many people before you. We are up to, so the ticked ones are the ones who've been done. And we're up to Kieran now. And the list goes here, and then here, and then here. So there's quite a lot on the list. You're here, Crystal. So there's a few before you, but we'll see. We'll see how many we get to. So, okay, we have Kieran and Aromi. Okay, great. So, Aromi, I'll go straight into you if you're happy to stay for Kieran's. Yeah, I'll be happy to go straight into yours. Okay. So let's do Kieran. Kieran? Past, present, future. Okay? Cool. So for Kieran, we have unconditional love in the past. The love between you and your person is eternal. Nothing and no one can take it away from you. So there is someone from the past you do share a very deep connection with. So if this is resonating and it's someone that you unconditional love, you love them, it's like the marriage phrase, isn't it? For better, for worse, and sickness and in health kind of thing. Maybe they've even done things that you didn't really appreciate, or maybe weren't respectful or weren't great to you, but you still hold that love because you're kind of understanding of their journey, maybe. But it does show the strength of that connection, and in a way, it's kind of hinting that there could be some level of reconciliation, whether it's in this lifetime or not, who knows, but it's eternal, so it's very likely to be some level of keeping up that connection in some way, and that's the past, unconditional love. But your present is magnetic connection. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. So, I mean, this one of the person being eternal, clearly some level of spiritual connection, some soul family type of connection in some way. So you may be seeing that in the present moment, you're feeling that magnetic pull just as much as you used to. And that can explain why maybe that magnetic connection doesn't dim, because it's eternal. So it's more of a explanation maybe for why that is, if you didn't already know. But that present, maybe you're still feeling that, and maybe they are too. So that may be why we're being shown the card, because maybe they are feeling the magnetic connection as well. Future, law of attraction. You have been manifesting this relationship. Everything you want will soon be yours. So it's looking, there's more light. There's a light at the end, but you do have to focus on your law of attraction. I feel like we shifted in and out of our manifesting. Sometimes it's good to stop manifesting for a little bit, let energy settle. But focusing on your law of attraction, especially as you get into that next chapter, not right now, but the next chapter, that might become more important. You might feel yourself be a bit more drawn. You might feel yourself being a bit more drawn to the law of attraction. Follow that guidance if you do feel that, because it's telling you that will help to bring you together with that person. So yes, that was for Kieran. We're to Kieran. So Aromi, you are next. Let's see. Miss Venus says, my face when I get a love yourself first card. Lol, I'm like, yeah. Now give me the real tea on my love life. Yes. Yeah. I find that sometimes as well. Sometimes they're kind of, when a card affirms something that I'm kind of already focusing on, I'm like, next. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. Maybe we'll bring in some past, present, and future with more detailed tarots, like Akashic or traditional tarot even. Okay, so Aromi. Okay, so we have past, present, future. Okay. So we have, in the past, love your shadow. Accept, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I can't speak. Accept and work with the flaws in yourself so you can learn to accept others as they are. Love your shadow, accept and work with the flaws in yourself so you can learn to accept others as they are. So yeah, I think that's, again, it's kind of one of those where maybe it is something that you have, well, it's the past, so maybe it is something that you have worked on. It could be that you have shadows from the past that you haven't quite integrated or worked with or focused on, so it's telling you to really bring that forward and keep going with that. It could just be a message that you did that and that's good for your love path, you know. But there's something about it. So either you feel like you're really healed in this sense and you need to keep moving forward with that, or there's something you didn't quite focus on. So maybe go into a little bit of work on that, a little bit of shadow work, basically, you know, and just see if there's anything where you're drawn to something that you missed a little bit, or something that you've fallen back into a little bit, or something like that, because it does seem like that kind of shadow work energy is something that's important from the past to maybe bring forward, because like I said, the past can tell us what to release or what to bring forward with us. You know, if it was something positive you were doing, bring it forward with you. If it was something negative, keep it in the past, release it, you know. So, and the present for Aromi is make the effort. This love is worth taking risks. You are called to move forward. This love is worth taking risks. You are called to move forward. So it's interesting because it could be someone that you are thinking in right now, or like I said, the present is the current chapter. So you might just be stepping into this present chapter, or you might be halfway through it, or you might be ready to kind of step out of it. Maybe you're at the end of it. But either way, this love is worth taking risks. So is it someone you're already thinking of, or is it someone that's going to come in this very near this present current chapter kind of energy? It might be someone who's just stepping in this present moment, and you might be just being given guidance that it's worth the effort. They are worth the effort. You know, sometimes we have that there's issues. Sometimes, you know, an example would be like long distance. Maybe you do have long distance, but the card is saying it's worth it. They're worth the effort, and maybe it won't always be long distance. Long distance is just an example, but you know what I mean. Things like that. Issues that you might feel, oh, this is a bit too difficult. Maybe something could be easier. No, they are worth the effort. So yes, and if you're considering they're worth the effort or not, they are. And future is reconciliation. Someone from your past is or will be returning to your life soon. So, the reconciliation. Are you making the effort with someone who you were once in the past with? And this is a kind of an affirmation, confirmation that you will actually get in an official committed relationship again? Or are you making the effort with someone and then someone else comes in? You might have options there. You might have two choices. It depends. It depends who this make the effort person is. If you feel you know who this make the effort person is, the reconciliation card might make more sense to you personally. If you think, okay, I am making the effort with someone from the past, that means we're going to get back together. Or maybe you're making the effort with a new person and you're like, oh, I wonder who's going to come back. So just think about how it resonates for you. They do always resonate slightly different with different people, depending on where you are at in your current chapter. But they are past, present, and future for Aromi. So great to catch you on stream. Do we have Daniela or Cherry with us yet? Or still, I should say. Daniela or Cherry, you guys are next. Aromi says I have a couple ideas who it might be. Yeah, well, it might become a little bit more clear. Hopefully it becomes a little bit more clear soon. I'm really sorry if you can hear the chugging of water there. You're very welcome, and I was going to say happy birthday to you too then. You're very welcome, and thank you so much. I really appreciate the birthday wishes, guys. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so if you do like this video, if you've enjoyed having your reading, or you're waiting on your reading and you're enjoying what you're seeing, please do like it. The more likes I get on a video, the more I come back with that same video, basically. So just bear that in mind if you if you are enjoying a certain type of reading. Likes are kind of like votes to me. I'm like, okay, everyone likes this one, I'm going to do this one. So Mohammed, I'm really sorry if you're going to sleep. If you're going to sleep, then I can always keep you, because you're here on the list. Can you see it? There's a lot of people before you, unfortunately. So what we could do is keep you as priority next time. I'm not going to get through all of these anyway. I might get through Daniela and Cherry. We might not get through many after that. So if you do have to come on to the next one. Oh yeah, so actually I will say this now while we still have a few people in, guys. So I was wondering, so I was, how can I say? So I'm just thinking of streams. So I'm thinking of streams. I'm thinking, do we prefer a different type of stream today and doing this again tomorrow? Or do we want to go straight back to this after I've had my break in a moment? I'm just wondering what would be best. I have to think about it. I don't know. Or maybe come back with this, but with cards. No, I'll have to think about it. I'm unsure. I'm undecided. So, what number you are? Okay, so we're up to it. I can't really tell people what number they are because people jump in and out, and when someone's not here, we skip them. So, you know, if everybody before you happens to jump out, you'll be next. You know what I mean? So, but at the moment we have. I don't think Daniela's here. Oh no, Daniela is here. So we have Daniela. So it will be. Who asked what number they were? Sorry. So Daniela. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, we've done that one. 12, 13. So you're 13. So you're probably going to be on the next stream if we are honest with ourselves, because I do have to jump off pretty soon. But let's try and get a couple more done if we can. So Daniela, let's go into Daniela. I'm really sorry to catch you at a bad time. But I will be doing a lot more early streams. There'll be an early stream tomorrow. Maybe we'll do this one early tomorrow. But there'll definitely be an early stream tomorrow. So maybe I'll just keep up with this for now, whilst it is quite popular and we do have a lot of people on the list. So maybe we'll just keep up with this and try to get everyone on the list done tonight and tomorrow. So yeah, that might be an idea. So this is for Daniela. Okay. Okay, so we have our past, present, future. Okay. Okay. So past for Daniela is distance. The separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. So you could have had distance from a romantic partner at some point in the past. So whether that is distance as in long distance or distance as in you've actually had like a break up for a bit and then maybe there's some reconciliation or possibility of reconciliation going on. But the distance, the separation, whatever it was, it was necessary, like it says, to help the relationship grow. So there can be growth between a relationship in distance, which is we often don't think about until we do have that connection where we so we do have that connection where we reconcile. You know, you don't really realize how distance can actually heal some things or change some things until you come back into a reconciliation with someone who has grown whilst you've been away from them. So we don't think about it until it actually happens, but it might be necessary. Some hint here of possible reconciliation or something like that going on. But present, we have open your eyes. If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. So if someone shows you their true colours, if they, you know, show you their dark side, their negative side, don't wait for them to show you it again. Don't give them trust. Don't hope for them to change. Be very mindful in this present moment. Now, I'm not saying that people can't change, because I believe people can change. I have seen it myself. People can change. But this is your present moment card, which means that the person who is going to show you their true colours in this current chapter, they are not to be trusted. They will not change. So just bear that in mind. Yes, some people do change, but in this current chapter, whoever is showing you their true colours is not going to change. So yes, just be mindful, protect yourself from that. And that does move us nicely into the future with boundaries, because you're being asked to believe that, protect yourself from that, and you have boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. And I think that's important. I know we've had this for someone else on stream, but it's very important. And I feel like a lot of us, when you're an empath, when you're a really nice, kind, positive person, you can give a bit too much. You can open up a bit too much. You can be vulnerable a bit too much. So I think you do really need to think about those boundaries, and a lot of us will get this message because we are empaths, we are spiritual people, and we do need reminding of this. And I think if you especially if you ignore this and you give that person another chance, you're going to realize this in the future, that you're going to need to have those boundaries. So you need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. So it's that balance, isn't it? We want to be open to people. We want to be able to be vulnerable with people that we trust, but we just need those boundaries. Maybe in the beginning of a relationship, or maybe knowing who to keep at arm's length after they have betrayed you. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Jasmine says that is a for the time being. If you want to boost your watch hours, focus on love readings. That's always high demand. Then you can go back to normal once you get to where you need to be. The deck came right on time when you needed it. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do that. Maybe at least today, I think I will stick with this. I think I will do this again later, because like you say, it is quite popular. Yeah. So that was Daniela. So hope you enjoyed that reading. But we're going to move on to Cherry now. But yeah, I agree, and I think I will stick with this for a bit. Because yeah, love readings are popular. I have the setup as well, so I can just leave this here and then come back to it after I'm done with my break. And I can come right back. And hopefully at least some people on the list can come back with me. I really hope so. So we're moving on to Cherry now. But everyone on the list, guys. So we have we might get to Kevin. So Kevin, don't jump out just yet. But so it goes Kevin, Risha, Sid, Crystal, Wolfie, Mohammed, Damini, Lisa, Firebird, Sadia, Ascended, Universal Butterfly, and Dorella. So that is the list so far. But if I do have to jump off in a couple, I'm going to come back with this. I've made the decision now, and Jasmine has confirmed it for me with good reason. So yeah, I will be back. It'll be about an hour break, maybe an hour and a half, and I'll be back on with it. So okay, this is for Cherry. Apologies. Took the cards from the wrong side of the deck. Sorry about that. So okay, this is for Cherry. Okay, so we have in the past, we have balance. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. Now, this is very important. I think sometimes when someone gives us a lot of one thing, like physical intimacy or emotional intimacy, or that we're connected very spiritual on a very spiritual level, we love that. We really resonate with it. We're like, yeah, that's great. But it's always about balance. If there's more of one and not a lot of the other, it's going to cause an issue at some point. you know let's say like a ship or something that's unbalanced. It might get you halfway to your destination. It might get you a third of the way to your destination, but eventually it's going to tip. Eventually the imbalance is going to create an issue. So we can only deal with imbalance for so long before a huge issue appears. So you do have to be very mindful, and I think taking note of things, whether it's relationships or your work or your spiritual path or your friendships or family relationships even, taking note of things is very, very important for knowing, where the issues lying, where are the really positive things? Is there too much in one area? Do we need to kind of try to balance this out? Talk about this, discuss, So balance, it's just deeply, deeply important, as we all know. If we come out of balance of our mind, body, and spirit, we will know. So yeah, trying to be mindful of imbalance before it creates a huge issue is very important. But it's balance, of course, it's in your past. So maybe you've learned a lesson of this. Maybe you have learned a lesson of that. Don't repeat that. If you've learned the lesson of balance, bring that lesson forward from the past. If you haven't learned that lesson, your kind of guide, your higher self, are really trying to point out you didn't learn it in the past. You need to learn it as you're moving forward. So just bear that in mind. Chandy, hello and welcome. If you would like a reading, you're very welcome to be added, but you may be on the next stream now, as we have a very long list, basically. So then we have the present is be honest. Heart-to-heart conversations are necessary. It is safe for you to talk about your feelings. So I think this is one, it kind of goes with that as well, when we're taking note of the things that are wrong, or, not necessarily wrong, but just out of balance a bit. We need to be honest. We need to have those heart-to-heart conversations. We need to be confident enough and feel comfortable enough to do that. So it's also being mindful about that, because you should never not be honest. But if you're feeling like you can't have heart-to-heart conversations, if you're feeling like there's some kind of block, or you're too worried about bringing something up, you also need to take note about why that is. If you can't be honest, why can't you be honest, So being super honest in the present moment is really highly needed. Sometimes we're not super honest because we don't want to hurt someone's feelings, We can't actually hide our honesty for positive reasons, but you're not being called to do that right now. You're being called to just be totally honest. So even if it might be difficult for them or for you, be very honest. And that can be about expressing your feelings as well. Maybe there is someone who you have feelings for, but you're keeping it, under wraps. You're keeping it a bit of a secret. Be honest, just say it. You'll never get there. You'll never know if you don't say it. So honesty and just saying what you feel in this current moment is important. And the future, for Cherry, take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. So in the future, there'll be something you'll be umming and ahhing about taking this leap of faith. It will definitely come to you. You'll be thinking, should I do that? Shouldn't I do that? Do it. So the card is telling you to do it. So when that moment comes in the future, you'll think back. The reading told me to do it, so I'm going to do it, So always be mindful, always be safe, always do your due diligence, But yes, a leap of faith. When you're called to do it on the love path, you're having support to do that. So when that comes in the future, just bear that in mind. Step out of your comfort zone and reap those rewards. So that was for Cherry. So yeah, I think we will make it to Kevin, maybe even Risha. So do we still have Risha in the chat? Let's check. But Kevin. Up to Kevin now. And if you haven't liked the video already, guys, oh, you're so welcome, Sherry. You're so welcome. And you take care as well. So if you haven't liked the video yet, please do like it, guys. I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, I will do the readings more, the more likes that they get. It's like kind of like a little vote for me. So know what you like and what you don't like. Okay. So past, present, and future for Kevin. Just move this over so you can kind of see. Sorry if the chat isn't in front of the list. Maybe you can't see it super well. But we're up to Kevin now. Okay. So past, distance. The separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. So there's been distance in the past because it's a past card, but it's been necessary distance. So don't be too disheartened or overthinking or looking back and overthinking about that distance, because it was important, and it was important for the growth of the relationship in some way. And present, unbreakable love. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. So there's unbreakable love in this present chapter. So this could be with someone you already know, but it could be with someone who you're just coming to meet in this present chapter. So do bear that in mind. But whoever this person is, it's unbreakable love. So there will be some level of you coming to know who this is in some way. This person coming into your vicinity, you know, as we say. But this is genuine love for you, a genuine love. So being able to overcome any issues that arise, that's a great thing. That's what we need in a relationship. Otherwise, you know, it ends up in a breakup at some point. So being able to overcome any issues is great. A genuine, unbreakable love coming to you within this present moment, whether it's realizing who you already have that with in your life path already, or whether they're coming in this present chapter of your life. But very nice. And your future, we have soulmate. Yes, this person is your soulmate. Your connection is sacred. So yeah, so there's some strong level of soul family connection, soulmate, twin flame, something like that. Very, very positive soul family connection that's coming into your future. So yeah, it's a highly, highly positive reading, I would say. I would say it's really, really positive. We all want to know that our soulmate is coming in the future. And unbreakable love, probably one of the best cards we've had. So it does look great. So yeah, Kevin, a wonderful one, a really positive one there. So do we still have Risha? Or Sid, maybe? Risha, Sid, Crystal? Sorry, trying to drink a little bit further away from the mic so you couldn't hear it. Okay, we'll do Crystal because I don't think we have Risha or Sid at the moment. So let's do Crystal first. Of course, Risha and Sid can still be prioritized. Maybe if they come in, or if they come in, or what am I saying? Or be prioritized on the next. That's what I was going to say. Drop one. Sorry if I'm shaking that. I just need to bend over to get this card. There we go. Okay. Sorry. You guys are on a roller coaster here. Okay. So Crystal, this is for Crystal. So we have past, present, future. Okay. Past, present, and future for Crystal. So we have keep the door open. Don't be so focused on a closed door that you don't see. Don't be so focused on a closed door that you don't see the ones which are open for you. So keeping the door open, but this is of the past. So it could be that you're focusing on a past relationship that's over. The door is closed. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So it could be that you're focusing on a past relationship where the door is closed. So the message here is don't focus on that closed door. Because you could even be blocking. Sometimes when we focus on closed doors of the past, we block doors opening in the future. So that's why this comes up in the past. Because if you are focusing on a closed door from the past, you may be jeopardizing the doors that are coming to open in the future, or even doors that are open in the present moment. You're not seeing them because you're too focused on this closed door of the past. So the present is open yourself to love. It is safe for you to let your heart be seen. Don't be scared. So again, it's this kind of message that a few of us are getting in this reading, that is about boundaries and things like that, you know, like, or not necessarily boundaries with this one, but keeping a guard up, you know, like having a bit of a, sometimes we're just too closed off. You can be too closed off sometimes, you know, and it might be because you've been hurt in the past, or because you're still focused on this closed door. Maybe you have a guard up to other people. But it's safe for you to let your heart be seen. So maybe working on opening the heart chakra a little bit, maybe just understanding that how deserving you are, what you do deserve, you know, could be that as well. Opening yourself up to love, opening yourself up to other options, those other doors that were spoken about in the past here. And the future is take your power back. You are giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. So it's kind of a warning there because this is coming in the future. So um, don't give someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. So trying to, if you do notice as you shift through from this present to the future, if you start to notice you're feeling a bit drained, or maybe a bit obsessed with someone, or a bit too focused, not necessarily obsessed, but a bit too focused on someone, maybe they're draining your energy, or maybe you're spending too much of your time with them that you don't have your own independence, just be mindful of that, because it seems like it actually could happen where you're giving someone control a little bit. But this can also be the case of you're giving someone else control, like a friend or a family member or co-worker or something, and they're draining your energy and distracting you from your love path. So when someone's taking your power, can sometimes be someone who's distracting you from the love path. They're taking up too much of your time, so it isn't always the love person. So maybe you open yourself up to these new doors and you step through one, and it's very nice, it's very positive, but someone else is trying to bring you down, you know? So just be careful, just be mindful of that. So it's something to be more mindful, it's guidance for the future. Um, but yeah, I think the most important thing is that, thinking about these doors. Is there a door that you're still focused on that really should just stay closed? Have a little think about that. But don't let yourself go back to giving your power away, because you could be giving your power away to this closed door. So do bear that in mind. It's a lot about your own power, I would say. And you're very welcome, of course, you're very welcome. So I do think we're finished for now, guys. I'm really sorry. But we did get through quite a lot. So we're only at an hour and 20 minutes, and we did quite a lot. You can see all the ticked ones. So, a lot of the time with most of my readings, I do about 8 in 2 hours. So it's like channelings and things like that. So these ones are a little bit quicker. So, priorities for next time, we have Aries, Risha, Sid, Wolfie, Mohammed, Lisa, Firebird, Sadia, Ascend, Universal Butterfly, and Dorella. So we have all of you guys with priority for next time. I'll be on a little bit later, like I said. It'll be around 8. Let me just check the time now. It'll be about around 8:30 GMT. But if you can't make that one, if that's a bad time for you, if you're IST, Australia, time zone like that, I'm still going to keep this list for this evening and tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning might be a better time for you to jump on. If you jump on tomorrow morning, you'll be boosted up the list of new people that come in. There'll always be new people coming in, but you'll be boosted up because you'll be priority. So just come in this evening around 8:30 GMT or 8 or 8:30, or you can come in tomorrow morning. So I'm not 100% on the exact time tomorrow morning, but if I do have updates on that, fitted around my sessions and readings and things, one-on-one, you can check on my posts section. So the post section will always have updates if I can update. It just depends. Sometimes I jump on just as soon as I know I have an hour. I'm like, oh, I'll jump on. But if I have a plan, I will always put it on the post section. So thank you guys so much for joining. I really do apologize if you didn't get your reading, but we did have a lot of people come in. So like I said, this is priority. You'll be priority, so don't worry too much. Love, light, and blessings to each of you. I really hope to see you on the next stream or the one after. I really hope to see you soon. You can check out the description of my video to find my website, which is secretfrequencies.com/shop, or to message me. I have Facebook, email, and Discord if you would like to send me a message. If you have any questions or queries, you're very welcome to get in touch. I'm very open to you guys messaging me. But yes, so I have my website there as well. I do spells like love and money. I do one-on-one sessions like Reiki, cleanses, and sound healing. And I also do more in-depth readings that you can book with me, which are very reasonably priced. And also a lot of them are half price for members. So if you're a member and there's something that you want, message me before you buy it, and you may get a half price discount code. So love, light, and blessings to each of you. I really hope to see you soon. See you soon.